It's Saturday, April 26th, and I've had a lot of people ask me about if the bees stayed or not from the swarm that I posted on Facebook, and they have. I'm actually going to do a kind of quick inspection today, but was just going to update. You will see some of the bees bringing in pollen on their back legs. I call it their pollen pockets just because it sounds funny. I'm going to inspect this hive from the swarm that we caught the other day that I posted on Facebook. I'm just going to do a quick inspection just to see how the frames are looking. I don't want to spend a lot of time in here right now because they are so new to their home. And I expect them to be a little spicy, a little rowdy. They might not be, we'll see. So they have already moved up here to this top box. So this is a honey super, these smaller boxes that I have on top here. And the bottom, this is a deep box. This is where we hope the queen will lay her brood and not up here in the honey supers. If she does, that's okay. We'll work around it. But I'm hoping, all these are wax foundation. I'm hoping that they will start drawing all of these out. It looks like they are. They have started doing that, which is good. Set this one down here on the inner cover, so I got room to slide these over. This is good. So this is the fourth frame in, and they're already starting to draw. I'm gonna make them mad. You can see how that looks different, I hope. Hopefully y'all can see that right here. This is where they're drawing that wax out to put nectar and honey in. So this is what it looks like over here and here before they do that. And this is what they're doing right now. I'm gonna put these back because I don't really want to make them too mad. The key is to move slow. Bees really don't want to sting you, because when they sting us, they only get one time, and they only get one life. So when they sting us, they lose their stinger and they die. It gets ripped away from their bodies. So they don't really want to sting us. Will they? Yes, they definitely will. But if we move slow, and we don't give them a reason to sting us, they don't really want to. They're less likely to. So this is one of my frames in the honey super that I have, and I don't know how well y'all can see that, but they are already putting nectar in there. Comb's a little wonky, but so eventually this nectar, they will cap it over, and at that point it will be dry enough, the moisture content will be low enough. They will cap it, and then it will be called honey. That's exciting. Hopefully we get some this year, because I really don't want to bother them too much right now. And again, we're just going to move slow and steady with them. Try to keep them calm. I don't really like using a smoker. I will if I have to. this frame off to the side, make sure the queen's not on it. Don't know why she would be, but you never know. A little wiggle room here. So the bees are starting to get a little, you can hear them a little bit more, kind of buzzing around a little more. This one just popped me, so see if I can video that. So this right here, you can see the stinger right there. So you can see their stinger right there. You can see it pumping. That's why it's important if you get stung by a honeybee to get that out, because when they sting you like that, that keeps pumping, kind of like venom, into you, and that's what causes a reaction. The quicker you can get that out, the better. Now, if you're allergic to them, it might not matter too much, but the longer you leave that in there, that's more it's pumping, and it just keeps working even though it's not attached to the bee anymore. It did not sting me through my gloves. If my gloves were wet or tighter, it probably would have got me. But another thing too that I have read, when they sting you, they kind of leave a pheromone behind, like an alert pheromone almost, that can attract other bees to that area to sting. So you could get stung multiple times in the same general area because of that. So this frame, you'll see some bees on it that have some pollen, and there's some nectar in there. This was just a black plastic frame that I had, and they're putting wax on it, so they're drawing it out, is what that's called. When they put wax on it and they make comb, that's called drawing out comb. But you'll see a little bee right here with some pollen on her legs, trying to find a place to put it. So they have definitely moved in. They're doing great in this hive. This frame's pretty impressive. As long as the queen's not on it, I'll pull it out and try to get it in the shot so y'all can see. Some bees wanting to hang out on my hive tool. End up with bees in my pocket again, like yesterday. Alright, so they might get a little upset. So this frame is very heavy. Compared to the other. And again, I'm just going to make sure I don't see the queen anywhere on here. Check both sides. She shouldn't be on here because all of this is nectar and pollen, so it's a food frame, but you never know. I don't want to take any chances. So this is a really good frame. So hopefully y'all can see nectar and a little bit of pollen. This side right here is drawn out as well, and they're filling it also with nectar and pollen. So, and this frame was in the center. Typically they will work in the center a lot of times. Sometimes they'll start on one side and work their way across the hive. These seem to like to work in the center. So they're doing a very good job. They are very happy with their new home. This frame right here has eggs on it. I'm gonna be very careful. See if I can. The queen is down at the bottom right there, in the bottom corner, bottom right corner. She's much bigger than the other bees. Hopefully y'all can see her. She's walking around the bottom now of the frame between the comb and on the wood. So she is on this frame. She looks really good. Very pretty. And I see lots of eggs, larvae. So she's doing a very good job as well. That's what we want to see. She got to the center of the frame. I put this frame back in and I'm going to carefully slide it over. I don't want to roll her between the frame and the box or between other frames, so I just want to be very careful, because if I lose her, they could make another queen, but that puts them behind. So as I scoot this next frame over, same thing. I want to be very, very careful and just kind of move slow and give her time. If she is on the edge where the frames are going to touch, she has time to get out of the way. But yeah, so this first hive from that swarm is looking very, very good. I'm really hoping that we get some honey this year. I've been doing this for, I think, 2.5 years. The first year I could have got some honey, but I didn't know enough. I was still learning, and I am still learning. Definitely am still learning. So, put my fingers crossed this year that maybe we'll get just a little bit, even if it's just enough for us to taste.